I looked online for different doctors and recommendations, and I liked what his past patients had to say. Quite frankly, I liked the way the doctor looked, and I know that sounds kind of strange, but it appealed to me to come to this location, and it's convenient to where I live. I wasn't hesitant to come, but I was curious what it would be like, and what I found when I walked in the door was his staff is extremely warm and cheerful, and they act like they'd known me for years. And at the same time, extremely efficient and knew exactly what they were supposed to do and what they wanted me to do for them. When we sat with the doctor, he listened. First thing he did was ask, why are you here? What do you want? Well, what are you trying to do? I was really impressed that he asked that I bring my wife with me. And he looked at her and said, what do you think he needs? He talked to me in terms that I can understand. I'm sure he knows all the doctor language, and I don't. So if I didn't understand what he was saying, he would go back and say it again. But for the most part, he spoke to me in words that I could understand. And I think that we were able to communicate so that he knew what my needs were. He explained the testing he was going to do and why he was going to do it, and what would help him determine. When we were finished, back again in language I could understand, he explained to me his findings, his recommendations. He put a set of test hearing on to me and said, this is what you can hear if we do these things. And I thought, wow, where's all that been all this time? It was a really easy experience. I told Dr. Franklin on one of my, on probably the second visit after I had my hearing aids, that he had made a difference in my life. And I'll say that again, he's made a significant difference in my life. My life is much better today than it was 6 months ago, and simply because I now can hear. I would significantly recommend Dr. Franklin and his staff. This is a great place to be, a great place to visit. They do a wonderful job. When I sat with Dr. Franklin and he explained my needs to me and which devices would do the things that I needed done, hearing aids are certainly not inexpensive. You can buy a cheap set, and what you get is a cheap set. Dr. Franklin's people worked with my insurance company to reduce my cost. When he talked about the devices that he had available, he explained which ones would meet my needs and which ones would exceed those needs. And quite frankly, he seemed to be recommending the middle device and not the most expensive, which I was impressed with that. And it wasn't the car lot buy the best one on the lot, it was buy the one that'll get you to work. And I appreciate that. I think he really had my needs in his heart and not just the needs of a business.